This show will contain spoilers for the first 4 Ben 10 TV shows, mostly Omniverse and Ultimate Alien. When Ben 10 Omniverse came out in 2012, it had to do something a bit challenging from a writing standpoint. It had to make some new, more powerful enemies for Ben 10 to face. Now, at the end of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Ben battled a creature from beyond which had the ability to bring people back from the dead, create acid rain, and most impressively, transform everyone on Earth who was not wearing a helmet into his minions, including Vilgax, Ben's most powerful enemy from the original cartoon. So now you just have to wonder, how will the next show top this? Well, throughout Ben 10 Omniverse, the amazing creative team were able to continue to create tons of both fun and powerful bad guys to challenge Ben, and today we are going to be talking about one of the first, Khyber, the Huntsman. When Ben was 11 years old, he battled a mutant galvanic mechamorph named Malware, who attempted to absorb the Omnitrix, the watch that gives Ben his power to transform into his alien superheroes. Malware was ultimately not successful at absorbing the Omnitrix, but was able to get the blueprints of the Omnitrix. He then brought it to the psychotic cerebro-incrustation scientist, Dr. Psychobos, who is the second smartest being in the universe. He was able to create his own Omnitrix called the Nemitrix. What made the Nemitrix different was that it turned the user into the predators of Omnitrix aliens. Dr. Psychobos then hired the bounty hunter, Khyber, to use the Nemitrix to hunt Ben Tennyson, so the Doctor could humiliate his rival Azimuth, the creator of the Omnitrix. But Khyber never cared about Azimuth. All he cared about was hunting the ultimate prey, which was the savior of the universe, Ben Tennyson. But what made Khyber think he was so special? Khyber is a Saurothian from the planet Sagarosha. Sagarosha is an extremely hostile penal colony-like planet. It sadly has no images, but we know it's roughly twice the size of Earth, and it's too inhospitable to support its own life. The only beings on the planet's barren surface are the workers enlisted there to mine the planet's core. Due to the planet's hostility and poisonous gases, only a handful of inhabitants escaped from the planet. Khyber is one of them. However, all that info on Khyber's alien race and homeworld I found on the Ben 10 Wiki, Ben 10 Planet, and I don't know where the source is for all that information about Khyber's homeworld, but knowing Ben 10, this lore was probably from a toy of Khyber. The next bit of Khyber backstory stuff I have found is a little bit more and less credible, and I say it may transform your brain into an explosion. This is a terrible pun. So it is no secret that Ben 10 Omniverse had lots of Easter eggs and references to Transformers. This is because some of the crew, including art director Derek J. Wyatt, worked on Transformers Animated. In Khyber's ship, we get to see that he has collected both Grimlock's sword and the bounty hunter Lockdown's hook. But how did he get these pieces of Cybertronian technology? Well, there used to be a way to get answers to questions like this from a character living in the Transformers multiverse. There was a Facebook page being run in real life by Fun Publications. They ran the Transformers Collectors Club from 2005 to 2016. This was called Ask Vector Prime. Vector Prime is one of the 13 original Transformers created by Primus, who is the god in the Transformers universe. Now Victor Prime is the guardian of space and time. He first appeared in the Transformers Cybertron TV show, where he worked with the Autobots to stop a black hole from destroying all of existence. Ask Victor Prime is a recurring feature where humans could submit questions about Transformers. Based on unknown criteria, Victor Prime selected certain questions and answers them to the best of his ability. The Facebook page ran from May 13th, 2015 to February 15th, 2016. It ended due to Fun Publications losing their licensing for the Transformers Collectors Club in 2016. What does any of this have to do with Ben 10, you may be wondering? Well, I'm getting to that. In 2015, after Ben 10 Omniverse ended, Victor Prime finally gave us an answer to how Khyber got his Cybertronian trophies. Dear Victor Prime, in the show Ben 10, the bounty hunter Khyber has weapons that clearly belong to Lockdown and Grimlock of the Malgus cluster. Is it possible that there are Cybertronians in the world of Ben 10 Omniverse? Or even that Ben 10 takes place in the Malgus cluster?
Dear Hero Handler, Benjamin Kirby Tennyson, and of course the menagerie of alien forms his Omnitrix gives him, is indeed a mighty hero, so mighty that I am aware of his exploits, even though he resides outside of the multiverse. I suspect that a Malgus cluster stream drifted close to his native dimension, allowing Khyber to collect Cybertronian trophies. This reality bleed may explain why some species and musical ensembles native to Ben 10's universe can occasionally be found in the multiverse. Of course, Ben 10 himself has been known to jump realities, so perhaps this Khyber fellow has similar trans-dimensional tendencies.
Allow me to explain this Transformers nonsense to you people who don't know how to speak Transformers. The Malgus cluster is basically a smaller multiverse within the Transformers multiverse. Universes within the Malgus cluster are all continuities that are a part of the Transformers animated brand. Transformers fans like to call these continuities families to keep things simple. Also, I don't know if there is any Ben 10 references in Transformers, so I have no idea why Victor Prime mentions that some species and musical assemblies native to Ben 10's universe can be found in the multiverse. Seriously, does any Ben 10 aliens or shag carpeting exist in Transformers comics? Please, if you are a Transformers fan that knows more about this stuff than I do, please tell me. I need to know. Okay, now it's time to get back to Khyber. Victor Prime says Ben 10 himself has known to jump realities, so perhaps this Khyber fellow has similar trans-dimensional tendencies. So perhaps this means that he has traveled not just to the Transformers animated universe, but also to other universes as well. Khyber didn't just become the greatest huntsman in the galaxy just by hunting in his galaxy, but also traveled to other universes to hunt even more prey, including Grimlock, the leader of the Dinobots, and Lockdown, the bounty hunter. In the episode of Predators and Prey, when Ben says, I defeated Vilgax the Conqueror, Dagon the Destroyer, what makes you think you're any better? When Khyber says, experience, we know he means it. Khyber is truly the galaxy's greatest huntsman.